Can anyone say something?
Yeah, I have, sir.
Okay, all right, good. So I can hear you. All right, very good. So sorry about the little problem with the tech. So for class today, I think it's gonna be quite fast. Okay, so we don't have a lot of things on agenda. So the first class is usually for me to get to know you and then to tell you about the details of the course that we are doing. The actual work will begin tomorrow, okay, when we have class 2. But let's go through the thing for first class, okay, and then I can address or answer any question that you have at the end, right? So for today, I'm just going to show you around, talk about the course, talk about me a little bit, and get to know you a little bit, and then we're done, okay? So let me begin. Some of you cannot hear me. Uh, can everybody hear me? I think some of you can hear me, right? But some of you cannot. I can. So let me see. Microphone. Okay, so I think everything is working on my end. Probably like Google Meet doesn't work as well as Zoom. So if you cannot hear me, can you try logging out and then come back in? Okay, I think, or you can look at the sound control on your computer. I don't think that there's anything I can do on my end. Okay, so let's begin by me telling you about the course, and then uh, we'll see later on. Okay, I'm going to give you 1 or 2 minutes to just quickly log out of the meeting and then come back to see if you can fix the sound problem. Okay, and then we'll begin. All right. Let me see. How do I share? Okay, I'm gonna share the screen with you. All right. Are you seeing the screen that I'm sharing? I think yes, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. So now I'm going to, okay, there you go. All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the first class in the course, Introduction to English Language Teaching Methodology. Before this class, okay, about a week ago, exactly this day last week, I sent you an email, and in the email, I gave you the syllabus and the instruction on how to join the course, right? And I can see we have right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 24 people, okay, out of 33 that we have in class. So it means that, you know how to join the course, okay? And I just took a look at the Google Classroom site earlier today, and I see that we have 27 people on the Classroom site. So it means things are working, okay? So for class today, we are not going to do a lot, right? So for class today, we'll be introducing. My job is just to introduce the course to you, talk a little bit about the course, what you are going to do for the whole week this week, and then we get to work on some of the preparation work, like we are going to decide what group you want to be in, and then I will do some of the logistical thing on showing you how to join the course on Classroom and how we will navigate the Classroom site and so on. Okay, so for today, not a lot to do. We may end early. Okay, we will not have to use up all the time today. And class, like the real learning will happen tomorrow when we get to class 2. All right. So for the agenda today, we have 4 things on the agenda. Number one, introducing the course and the instructor. Number two, we talk about grouping and planning group work. Number three, we talk about the course goals and expectations. Okay, see if you have any questions, any concerns that you want to share. And then finally, we will show you around Classroom. I will show you around Classroom and how we will use the Classroom site for our purpose. Okay. So first, introducing the course and the instructor. All right, because we have never met before. Okay, let me introduce myself first. Hello, everybody. My name is Minh. I am a teacher of English at Dalat University. Okay, I have been working at Dalat University for 21 years now. Okay, so I started in 2005. It's a complicated story. I started in 2005, and then in 2011, I quit my job at the Dalat University, and I did a few other things, right? And then I went abroad to study, to get my degrees, and then I came back about 3 years ago. Okay, and I rejoined the Dalat University first as a visiting lecturer, and now as a full-time lecturer. Okay, I teach courses in education and sometimes courses in English as well. Okay, so my background is on English and on education, right? And then I did my PhD on education policy. So it's a wide range, right? But mostly I work on English and education courses. I teach the two courses that I enjoy teaching very much. This one, okay, Introduction to English Language Teaching Methodology, and then the next one in the next semester, we may see each other again next semester, okay, where we'll be talking about the practical issues in English language teaching, right? So that's the background about me. I enjoy teaching the course here, and then the next one, because I enjoy working with people, okay, who aspire to be teachers, okay. So usually in the classes that I teach, I learn a lot from my students, right? It's the same content that I talk about year in, year out. But when it comes to you and when we have the presentations and demonstrations that we will see this weekend, usually the groups that work on the presentations and demonstrations have a lot of interesting and useful ideas, right? So I am hoping that for this course, I will also learn a lot from you. And I'm hoping that the presentations and demonstrations that we have at the end of the week will be a success. Okay. All right. So that's the thing about me. About a course, about a course, I sent you a syllabus last week, right? I sent you a syllabus earlier, and then if you have had a chance to read the syllabus, you will know all of the things I'm going to talk about today, right? But this course is an introductory course to the word of English language teaching, right? So when you want to become a teacher of English, there are two things that you must learn. Number one, the theoretical stuff, okay? So what is a teacher? What is a learner, right? What does it mean to teach? What does it mean to learn, right? And how do we teach? How do we learn? What are the ideas behind teaching and learning? And how do we teach English? How do we learn English? Okay, if you want to teach English, what should you know or be able to do, right? And what are the methods of teaching and learning English, right? So we were talking about all of the theoretical stuff in this course. This course is about the theoretical side of English language teaching. The next course, which you will learn in the next semester, we will talk about the practical side of English language teaching, right? So after we have learned about all of the theoretical stuff, we'll get our hands on the practical side of things, right? We talk about how to plan a lesson. We talk about how to manage a classroom. We talk about how to test students and how to evaluate them, okay? And how to bring a lesson plan into a classroom and teach, right? So those are the things we'll be talking about in the next course. All right, so that's some very quick introduction about me and about the course. Now we will dig deeper into the details of the course and talk in depth about what we are going to do for this week, okay? All right, so if you look at the syllabus I sent you on Monday last week, okay, you will see that we have three goals. in this course. Okay, so in this course, we have the following goals. Number one, we want to understand the roles and functions and characteristics of teachers and learners, right? You are here because you want to be English language teachers in the future, right? Or some of you have maybe already been an English language teacher, right? So what do teachers do? How do they work? Okay, and what characteristics do they have? What roles do they play? Are some of the things we'll be talking about, right? And then on the other side, you have learners, right? Some of you here are English teachers, so you have worked with learners for some time, right? And then all of us here have been learners at some point in our life, right? I have been a learner. All of you have been a learner. And right now, when we are in this classroom, you are the learners, right? So we get to understand. So who are the learners? Okay, what characteristics do they have? What roles do they play? What functions do they perform? How do they learn? Right? How do they acquire knowledge? So that's the first goal that we be setting for ourselves. And the discussion about teachers and learners, we will do it tomorrow. Okay. The second goal is for us to understand the elements and the characteristics of the English language and the issues associated with learning and teaching English, right? So we are here because you are learning to be teachers, right? But not any kind of teachers. We are learning to be one specific kind of teacher, that is English language teacher. So if you want to teach English, what do you know about a language? Okay. What should you know? What should you be able to do in order to teach English? Right. So what characteristics of the English language makes it easy or difficult for you to teach and for people to learn? Right. So we're talking about that on the next day, right? We're talking about on Wednesday. And on Thursday, not really on Thursday, right? So on Wednesday and Thursday, we're talking about goal number 2. Now, goal number 3, we will identify and describe the popular methods of teaching English and learn how to use them in practice. Okay, so this is the most important goal in the course and the one that will take up the most time that we have, and we will do it on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so on Saturday and Sunday, we will deal with goal number 3, but we will do it a little bit differently from the way we do it during the week. Okay, so during the week, I will be the teacher and you will be the learners. Okay, we will talk about the topics about teachers and learners, about the English language, about teaching and learning English, right? And I will teach you all of those, right? But on Saturday or Sunday, the roles are reversed. On Saturday and Sunday, you will be the teacher and I will be the learner. Okay. And then you will tell me about the different methods of teaching English, and you will do it in the form of a group presentation and demonstration, right? So on Saturday and Sunday, I will not talk, I will not speak, I will just sit down and listen to you, and you will present about the different teaching methods to me, okay? And then you will demonstrate. So that's how we do goal number 3, right? So goal number 1 and 2, we do it during the week, and I will be the teacher, and you will be the learners. And then goal number 3, okay, we'll do it over the weekend when I will travel down to meet you in Ho Chi Minh City, and you will be the teacher, and I will be the learner, okay? For us to accomplish the 3 goals, we are going to do quite a bit of reading in the class, right? We read quite a bit in the class. But don't worry, the readings we are going to do are very easy, okay, and fun and interesting to read. The first one, we are going to read mostly from this book, okay, The Practice of English Language Teaching by Jeremy Harmer, 2015. This is a very, very good text on English language teaching and very accessible, okay? So if you are a teacher, you can read it and enjoy it. If you are not a teacher, you can also read it and enjoy it, right? So it is written for everybody, and it is a very useful one, right? We will use this one for this course and also for the next course, right? So we read some chapters in this course, and then we read some more chapters in the second course. The second one you will read is called The Techniques and Principles of English Language Teaching. I'm sorry, Techniques and Principles in Language Teaching by Diane Larson Freeman and Marty Anderson, 2013. This is a very, very, very good book on the methods of English language teaching. So if you have a chance, you can browse through the book. And in the book, they talk about all of the major methods, okay, or methodologies of English language teaching. And we will base our presentations and demonstrations on the chapters in the book, right? So basically, you will use this book for Saturday and Sunday. You will read some of the chapters in the book that correspond to the methods that you are teaching and that you are presenting. And then Saturday and Sunday, you make a presentation and demonstration to show everybody what is this method, what is that method. Okay. So we have the two books here. Book number 1 on the right. I don't know, like on your screen. On my screen, it's on the right. Okay. But the book by Jeremy Hammer, we do it for the readings during the week. And the second one, we do mostly for the presentations and demonstrations on Saturday and Sunday. All right, so for the course, we are going to have quite a bit of work, okay? Quite a bit of work in this course. We have group work and we have individual work, right? So for group work, we have the group presentations, right? And demonstration. So the group presentation will take 40% of your final grade and the group demonstration will take 20%. So this weekend it's going to be 60% of your final grade, right? So each group is going to choose one method and give a presentation. And after that, they will demonstrate the method, right? So if you give the presentation, that's 40% of your final grade. And if you do the demonstration, it's another 20%, right? So this weekend is 60% of your final grade. And then for the individual work, you will have 4 quizzes. Okay, 4 quizzes, and each one will account for 10% of your final grade. So in total, you have 4 quizzes. It's going to be 40% of your final grade. And the 40% of quizzes will be done starting tomorrow. Okay, so this is how we are going to do our classes. So every day we meet at 7 o'clock in the evening. Okay, we learn, we talk about teachers and learners and the English language and how to teach and how to learn and so on. We talk about that until 9 p.m. Okay, so every day we work from 7 to 9, right? At 9 p.m. we are going to stop, okay, and you are going to take the quiz, right? So tomorrow you have quiz 1, on Wednesday you have quiz 2, on Thursday you have quiz 3, on Friday you have quiz 4, okay, and for each of the quiz, you will have 30 minutes, 30, okay, to do the quiz. So the quiz will be open at 9 o'clock. It will go away at 9:30. You have exactly 30 minutes to work on the answers and submit the answers, okay? And be very careful because at 9:30, the quiz will automatically go away, okay? If you do not turn in your answers before 9:30, you don't get credit for the quiz. So make sure that you do the quiz between 9 and 9:30, okay? And after you do the quiz, we are done, right? We can stop there for the day, and I'll see you the next day, right? And each quiz, we have 10 questions, and the questions will be in multiple choice format, right? So A, B, C, or D. You have 30 minutes to answer 10 questions, A, B, C, or D, or E, okay? And it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be it's not going to take a lot of time, right? So 30 minutes is a lot of time for you to do the quiz. So make sure you do it on time and you submit on time, okay? And how do we do the quiz? The questions will come from the readings that you have for the day, right? So for example, tomorrow we read about teachers and learners. So you will have to read the chapters that we have. I'll show you the chapters later, but there are 2 chapters that you need to read, okay? If you read the 2 chapters and you can answer the questions that I prepare for you, you can easily do the quiz at 9 o'clock, okay? So for every day, you will have some homework to do, okay? You will read something about the lesson before you come to class. In class, you will talk to your friends about what you have read, right? So most of the time in class will be for discussion, right? You will talk, you will discuss, and then we share as a class what we have read together. And at 9 o'clock every day, you have a quiz to do, okay, for 30 minutes. So that's the 4 quizzes. Now, on Saturday and Sunday, we will cover the group work portion of our course. Okay. So on Saturday and Sunday, I will travel down to Ho Chi Minh City and I will meet you there. Okay. And you will give me your presentations and demonstrations. Okay. Now, for the demonstration and presentation, you will work together in groups. Okay. And I will put you into groups of 4 or 5 people. Right. So this is important. You will work together in group, and a group will have 4 or 5 people. Okay. I received the list from you, and the list says there are 33 of you in this class. Okay. 33. So that means, we will have somewhere around, 7 or 8 groups. Okay. 7 or 8 groups. So we'll talk about that later. But, I put you into groups of 4 or 5 people. Each group will choose a method from the Hammer book and the Larson Freeman Anderson book. Okay. And then you will prepare a presentation to talk about the history, the key features, the techniques, and the principles of the method. Okay. So on your presentation, you will have 20 minutes to do it. You have 20 minutes to do it. Okay. And you tell me about the history, the key features, the techniques, and the principles. Right. And then after the presentation, you will do a short demonstration of the method. Show us how can you use the method to teach in real life. Okay. So that is the demonstration part, right? And we will use rubric number 1 and number 2 to evaluate your performance. Okay. We'll talk about this later, but there are 2 rubrics that we use to evaluate, okay, to say how we feel or how we think, what we think about your presentation and demonstration, right? We will do this on classes 9 to 6. So Saturday morning is class 6. I'm sorry, 6 to 9, right? Saturday morning is class 6. Saturday afternoon, class 7. Sunday morning, class 8. And Sunday afternoon, class 9, okay? We will try to cover 3 or 4 groups for each class, okay? And for each group, you will have 20 minutes to do the presentation, 15 minutes to do the demonstration, and then at the end, we will have 5 to 10 minutes for questions and answers, right? So when each group is doing the presentation and demonstration, all of the other groups will listen and pay attention and prepare some questions to ask at the end, okay? So at the end, when the groups have finished the presentation and demonstration, the other groups will have to ask some questions, okay? And then the presenting group will have 5 to 10 minutes to answer the questions that they have here, right? And after the Q&A, after the question and answers, we will have the peer evaluation, right? So for the presentation and demonstration, there are 2 different evaluations, okay? One, for the presentation, we use rubric number 1, and 2, for the demonstration, we use rubric number 2, okay? And for each evaluation, 1 evaluation will come from me, okay? I will tell you what I think about your performance, and I will use rubric number 1 and number 2 to do it. And the second one will come from the other groups, okay? So for example, when group A gave the presentation and demonstration, group B, C, D, E, F, G, H will make the evaluation. We do the evaluation, okay? So that's how we do it on Saturday and Sunday. All right, I'm gonna stop here for a minute and to see if you understand and if you have any questions. Did you understand what you are going to do in this course? Yes or no?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Will we use English or Vietnamese to present?
In this course and in the second course that I teach, we will use English only. Okay, English only, except for some of the methods, right? So if some of the methods that you present or demonstrate allows you to use Vietnamese, you can use Vietnamese in the demonstration. But for the presentation, it's English. Is it clear? I see that probably some of you have questions or comments in the chat. Okay. Okay. All right. So, all right. No questions in the chat. So I assume that you understand, right? So if you have any questions, you can just
Teacher. Yeah.
you have.
Can I ask you one question?
Mhm.
Yeah, in the 15 minute demonstration, which proficiency level, primary, secondary, or adult learners should I assume my students at the to answer our techniques?
Okay, so for the demonstration, you can choose any level of the learners to teach, right? You can pretend that you are teaching adults. You can pretend that you're teaching primary school students. You can pretend that you're teaching high school students, right? So it doesn't matter. You can choose.
Yes, I understand. Thank you.
And for the demonstration, one of you will be a teacher, okay? And the rest of the people in the group will be learners, right? And sometimes if the other groups agree, you can also use the other groups as learners. Any other questions? Chloe, I think you have a question, Chloe.
Yeah, I mean, for the presentation, should everybody speak, or maybe we can just nominate one person to speak for us?
For the presentation, everybody will have to contribute, okay? Everybody will have, it is group work. And on the rubric, we have one criteria for teamwork, okay? So if one person does the whole thing, talk from beginning to end, then you will not get credit for teamwork.
Okay, but for the demonstration, it can be just one person, right?
Yeah, one person as the teacher and the others will have to act as students and learners.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
Sao bố biết được? Từ nãy giờ bố nói bố không cầm theo bóp. Sao bố có thể lấy cái áo nào nó phẳng hơn, trên đó có rất là nhiều áo mẹ mua cho bố. Có cái áo mà nó màu xám xám, màu xanh ấy bố.
Do you know who is
vậy rồi nhìn
Hello? All right. Vâng An, I think your mic is open and we can hear you. Can you turn off your mic? All right. All right, very good. So any other questions?
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Can I ask the question? Because I also saw some rubrics you also put in the classroom. So it looks like one group, they also have to divide it, the task of every member and put in the PowerPoint, or what do we have to do about the group working?
The group work, you will talk among yourself, okay, among the group, and then you will divide the work among yourself, and then you prepare for the presentation. And on the presentation day, everybody will take turn and present. So
Yes,
maybe
sir.
one of you can do the history part, one of you can do the techniques part, one of you can do the principal part, and one of you can do the key features part.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right. We will talk more about this when we get to the classroom site. Okay. Any other questions before we continue?
Yes, I can ask one more. Now, everybody has each person has 15 minutes to demo class, or just one group has just one demo.
Yeah, there's just one demonstration for one group. Okay. So all of you will do one demonstration for 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
One of you will be the teacher, and then the rest of you will be students. All right. So let's continue. Okay. And for the next part, I will, this is the list of the presentations that you may have, right? So in the book, we have 12 different methods, right? 12 different topics. We have the grammar translation method, the lexical approach, the PPP, presentation practice production, the audiolingo method, the direct method, the silent way, the suggestipedia, community language learning, total physical response, communicative language teaching, content-based instruction, and task-based language teaching, right? So we have 12 different topics here. And in our class, we will not have 12 groups, okay? We'll have 7 or 8 groups. So it's gonna be easy for you to choose, right? Each group, we choose one topic over here and prepare a presentation for 20 minutes and a demonstration for 15 minutes, and then show us on Saturday and Sunday, okay? All right, for the quizzes, right? Every day from tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you will have a quiz at 9 o'clock, okay? And the quiz will stay until 9:30. At 9:30, it will go away. So make sure that you submit before 9:30. And the quiz will have 10 questions, 10 multiple choice questions from class readings for that day, okay? The quiz will be online, so you will take the quiz online. You will need internet connection to do it, right? So make sure you have stable internet connection between 9 and 9:30 every day from tomorrow to take open. So when you do, you can refer any videos you have to reading the process. And then when there was 9:30, and for this, readings. So any questions about the questions, right? It's pretty straightforward. Right, so those are the things that are going to from tomorrow until Friday, and on Saturday and Sunday we have the presentations. In order to work effectively, of course, we have rules that we need to follow. This one, okay? The first rule is for you to be punctual. Okay, I know that it's difficult for you to be punctual because like some of you have a work to do, some of you have a job, some of you have work to do, some of you have a family to take care of, and usually we start at 7. Maybe sometimes you are still at work, okay, or you just came back home, you still haven't had dinner, okay, you've been tired after a long day and so on. But we only have 1 week to complete everything that we want to do. And you can see from the syllabus and from today that we have quite a bit of things to do, right? So we try to be as punctual as possible. So if you come home and it's 7 o'clock, you still haven't had dinner, you can just turn on the computer and listen and work and try to eat something while you're working, okay? I will have no problem with that, right? As long as you don't turn on the camera and show everybody that you are eating, that's fine with me, okay? If you're tired, you can just turn on and you maybe during the lecture, you can rest a little bit. But during the discussion, maybe you can join your friends, right? So try to be punctual, try to participate. Number 2 is that I want you to be respectful, okay? We are going to do a lot of things together in the course. And when you do things together, if you don't respect the whole group, okay, you don't respect the common work that you do, then things are very easy to go wrong. So be respectful, respect the ideas and the opinions of your friends, and they will respect the ideas and the opinions of yourself, okay? Number 3, be professional. You are here because you want to be teachers, right? And number 1 rule for teachers is that we are professionals, right? When you have something to do, you do it. When I ask you to turn in the quiz, you turn it in. When I ask you to prepare for the presentation and demonstration, and I tell you that I expect to see good work on Saturday and Sunday, you will put your effort into making a good presentation and a good demonstration, okay? I want you to be creative. The reason that I like teaching this course is that I usually get very creative ideas and very creative presentations and demonstrations from the groups, from the classes that I teach. So I really enjoy it, and I hope that in our class we'll do the same, okay? We'll be creative. And then be nice. We are going to do a lot of peer evaluation, So when one group is doing the presentation and the demonstration, the other groups will tell them what they think about the presentation and the demonstration, right? So when you do this, I want you to be nice. You can be critical, okay? You can give constructive feedback, but we do it nicely, okay? You will give your advice or your suggestions for your friends to do better next time, to improve, okay? Just don't say that you don't like the presentation, you don't like the demonstration, without giving uh, effective constructive feedback to your friends. And most importantly, I want you to have fun. Okay, I really enjoy teaching the course, and in the classes that I have taught, I think that the students also enjoy doing the work. Okay, doing they also enjoy the experience of giving presentation and demonstration. So I hope the same thing will happen in this class as well. All right. Any questions about the rules that we have here?
No, sir.
Okay. Before today, some of you wrote to me and say that you have work to do and you will be late on some of the classes. That's okay with me, okay? As long as you don't be late for the quizzes, right? I cannot change the time of the quizzes. So make sure that even if you are late, you do the reading beforehand, and then you can take the quiz at between 9 and 9:30. All right. So the next thing that we do, if you have no questions, we'll talk about what groups you like to be in. Okay, we'll talk about a syllabus. We decide what method you like to present as a group. And then I show you around on the classroom site, and then we get ready for class 2. Okay, so these are the things we're going to do next. First, to make it easy for you, because I don't think everybody has been on a classroom site yet, I will just show you how to join the course on the classroom site, okay? And after that, we'll talk about the other details. All right, so, okay. All right, let me see. So, all right, so last week I sent you this email, right? Everybody should have received this email from me from last week, okay? In the email, I gave you the syllabus, okay? The syllabus is a document that describes what we are going to do in the course, right? It gives you all of the details. And actually, the details that you see here that I have just presented to you are available on the syllabus, okay? So if you go back and you read the syllabus, you can find what we talked about, which, for example, we talked about the evaluation, we talked about the quizzes, the group presentation and demonstrations. You can always go back to the syllabus and read, okay? And at the end of the syllabus, you will see the schedule for the week that we are going to do here, right? So for each day, I will tell you what we want to achieve for the day, okay? The major activities that we are going to do, and what you need to prepare before you come to class, right? So there will be the goals, the activities, and the assignments, right? So for today, for example, the goal is for us to get to know each other, to articulate the goals and expectations, and to get yourself familiar with the platforms and resources, right? And for that, we have the introduction, okay? We talk about the goals and expectations. We have grouping, and then I introducing the site to you, and we review the key deadlines. And then before class, okay, you should have read the syllabus, okay, and have questions. You should have joined the class on Classroom. You should have gone through the tutorials again, and then write personal intros. I will tell you how to do it later. And then if you have questions and comments and suggestions, you can post them online. Okay. For tomorrow, we have the following goals up here. Okay. We have the major activities that we are going to do in class. And then before class, you should read chapters 5 and 6 in the Harmer book. And then you should watch a video. Okay. And at 9 o'clock, you will have quiz number 1. Right. So these are the things that we are going to do tomorrow. Okay. And the same thing for Wednesday, for Thursday, for Friday, okay, for Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so everything is in the syllabus. If you haven't read the syllabus, take some time to read it, because all of the information you need is here. Okay. All right. So that's the syllabus. And in the syllabus, not really in the syllabus, but in the email, I show you how to join the course on Classroom. I give you the link to the Classroom site in the email, right? So if you want to join a course on Classroom site, the easiest thing you can do is open your email, okay, and click on here. Click on the word here. If you click on it, you will be taken to the course site, okay, and you will be automatically enrolled in the site, okay? So this is the easiest way for you to join. Click on here, okay? If you don't click on here, if for some reason you lost the email and you want to join using the syllabus, okay, you can do the same. You can open the syllabus, okay, and click on the course site, right? Here I give you the details of the course site. I give you a code over here. It's also the same. If you click on it, you will be taken to the course site, okay, and you'll be automatically enrolled, okay? Now, if you are not automatically enrolled, okay, these are the things you can do. The reason may be because you have more than one Google account, okay? If you have more than one Google account, for example, like this, you will have to choose one account that you want to use, okay? And then and then enroll. Or if you lost the email and lost the syllabus and you want to join, okay, you can do it by go to classroom.google.com, okay? Classroom.google.com, right? If you go here, and let's say if you okay, if you don't have any classes yet and you want to join, okay, for example, if you haven't joined any class on Classroom, you will see a blank screen like this, okay? If you want to join this class, you will click on the plus sign, okay, over here, and you will see join class, okay? Click on join class, and here it will ask you for a code, okay? It will ask you for a code. The code is the one that you found in the email, okay? The code is the one that you found in the email, 6A6ZNFGJ, okay? Or if you open the syllabus, it's the same, 6A6ZNFGJ, okay? This is the join code. Copy the code and put it here, okay? I don't think I have copied it yet. So copy the code and put it here, right? After you have put the code in, you can click on join and you will be automatically enrolled in the course, right? So put the code in here and click on join, okay? If you are not using a computer, if you're using a tablet or a phone, okay, you can download the app from the App Store or from the Play Store. Okay, so if any one of you are using a phone over here, you can go to the Play Store or the App Store, look for Google Classroom, and then you can download the app, okay? And after you have downloaded the app, it's the same thing. You will see the plus sign, not on top, but on the bottom of the screen, okay? Click on the plus sign and click on join course and also put in, okay? And you do the same. You put in the code over here and click join, okay? The code is the one that we can see on the screen, 6A6ZNFGJ, okay? All right, let me see how many of you have done that. We have 27. Let me refresh. Okay, still 27. And we have 33 people in the class. So it means 6 of you are still not here yet, right? So if you encounter any problem, any issue when you try to join the course, you can email me and I can help you, okay? But so far, 27 people have joined, so I think that's good, okay? After you have joined the course, okay, the next time you go to Classroom, you will see a list of courses that you have enrolled in, okay? And this one is Introduction to ELT Methodology 012, okay? Our class is 012. So click on it, okay? The first thing that you see is the announcement page, right? The announcement page. Here, you will see the link. Okay, I just put it before 7 because Zoom was not working for me. I put the link in here, right? So if tomorrow Zoom is still not working, we can go back to using Google Meet. Okay, you can click on the link right here, and it will take you to class, right? So we have a class video meeting right here. And then if I have any announcement I want to say, so I have something to announce, I have something to say to you, I can put it here, right? And the same for you. If you have something you want to announce to everybody in the class, you can always announce, okay? By click on make a news announcement, and then you can announce to everybody, right? So this is where you see the class stream is where you see announcements, okay? The page that we'll be using the most is classwork, okay? On top, you see stream, you see classwork, you see people and grades. Click on classwork, okay? Now, in classwork, you will see all of the information about the course that you need, okay? The first thing that you see is the syllabus and the rubrics, okay? So here again, if you lost the email that I sent you last week, if you lost the syllabus, you can always come back here and find it here, okay? It's here in the syllabus, okay? And you know, it's the same document that I showed you earlier, so we'll not be talking about it. And here you have the two rubrics that we'll be using on Saturday and Sunday. Rubric number 1 is for the presentation, okay? So when you do the presentation on Saturday, I will, and the other groups will evaluate you using this rubric, okay? We will use this rubric to tell you what we think about your presentation, right? And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 criteria, right? Criteria number 1, are you prepared? Okay, we'll look at your presentation and see if you are prepared or not. Number 2, is the content good, right? So is the content of the presentation good? Did you cover everything from history to key features to techniques to principles and so on, okay? Number 3, is the delivery good? Did you deliver the presentation effectively? Okay, did you use body language? Did you look at the audience? Okay, did you speak fluently and so on? Number 4, is the teamwork effective? Okay, so did you collaborate and work together well with your friends in the group? Okay, and number 5, is the Q&A good? So after the presentation, the other groups will ask you questions. Can you handle the questions, and then can you answer them effectively and satisfactorily? Then that would be the 5 criteria that we have. And for each criteria, we have 4 levels, okay, of evaluation. Level number 1 means you are not doing the job right, okay? Number 1 means you are doing things poorly, that is not good. Number 2 means you're doing an okay job, but it's only average, okay? That is not bad, but also it's not good. Number 3, okay, you are doing a decent job. You're doing good, right? So there are areas for improvement, but generally you are doing well. And then number 4 is an excellent job. It's an amazing job, right? You did everything right and you exceeded the expectation of everybody. So we have 4 levels over here. And for each level, we have, I have given you the description of what it means to be number 4, what it means to be number 3, what it means to be number 2, what it means to be number 1 for each of the criteria. The same for rubric number 2, okay? Rubric number 2, we use it for the demonstration. Again, we have 5 criteria and 4 levels, right? So read rubric number 1 and rubric number 2 and prepare yourself, okay, of the criteria that will be used to evaluate your presentation and your demonstration. All right, so that's the first thing. We have the syllabus and the rubrics, okay? The second resource that you see is the textbooks, okay? And here I have put the 2 textbooks that we'll be using. The first one is the Jeremy Harmer book, The Practice of English Language Teaching. And it is quite a large book, okay? But I have the PDF in here. You can read it online. If you have good internet connection, you can read it online. My internet connection is not very good. So you can see I cannot read it, the whole book online. Or you can download it, okay? You can download it, okay? I don't know if you can download it here. Probably not, but I think on your end, you may be able to do it. On my end, let me see. Maybe try again. Read it online, download it. If you're familiar with print, you can print it out, okay? Or you can save it on your computer or your phone or your tablet, right? Do whatever you do with it, but then the book is here, right? So this is the first one. The second one that you see is the Diane Larson Freeman and Marty Anderson book, Techniques and Principles in Language Teaching, right? And this one we will use mostly for the methods that you are going to present on Saturday and Sunday. So you see here, we have from chapter 2 to chapter 11, that 10 different methods, right? There are 10 chapters about the different methods. So if you choose one chapter, read about it carefully, okay? Prepare the presentation and demonstration using what you learn about the method from the chapter, and then present and demonstrate on Saturday and Sunday, right? So this book is particularly useful for the demonstration and for the presentation that you are going to do. But not only the book, you can also look for information from internet, right? From the World Wide Web, or you can Google, you can ask ChatGPT, you can get help to make the presentation and demonstration. But on Saturday and Sunday, you will have to deliver the presentation and demonstration yourself, right? So that is it. All right, we have a Zoom link, and I'm sorry for today. I need to work out a problem, and the Zoom link is not working. And then you have the questions, the comments, and the suggestions over here. Okay, so in the course, if you have a question, you can always ask me during the lecture. Okay, if you don't want to ask me during the lecture, you can email me, right? If you don't want to email me, you can use the form over here to submit the question for me, okay? So when you ask in class or when you email me, I will know who you are, right? But here, if you don't want to show who you are, you can just don't answer, right? You don't tell me your name, but just put in your questions or comments or suggestions, right? And every day before class, I will try to read. I'm sorry, this is not published. Okay, I will try to read the form and answer your questions, okay? And then the link, again, I'll let you know if I can sort out a problem. If not, we use Google Meet. I think Google Meet is not too bad. All right, so for each class, what you will do before you come to class is that you look at the guide, right? So for each class, there is a guide. Before you come to class, read the guide, right? So in the guide, I tell you what we are going to do for the day. So for example, for today, class 1, before you come to class, you should, okay, I will tell you what class 1 is about and what we need to do, right? And then I ask you to read the syllabus before you come to class, right? So before you come here, read the syllabus and also rubric number 1 and number 2. If you have read the syllabus, very good. If you have not, after today, go back and read the syllabus, because everything we will do in class is described in the syllabus. And then I tell you the things that we are going to do in the class, right? You will join a course and classroom. You will watch the tutorial. You will put yourself in a group, okay? We'll write brief personal intros. And then if you have questions, suggestions, you can put it on the form that I just showed you. And then we can use the link, okay, to join the class. Now, for the same thing for tomorrow, okay? So for tomorrow, before you come to class, read the guide for class 2, okay? In the guide for class 2, I will tell you what we will be discussing in class for the day. Before you come to class, you should read the two chapters, 5 and 6 from the Harmer book, okay? Read the chapters and answer the questions over here. We have 10 questions, okay? And then you should watch a video, right? Watch a video before you come to class. And then at 9 o'clock, you will take quiz number 1. And then I put the video in here, right? So the video you should watch is here. So before you come to class tomorrow, read chapter 5 and 6 and answer the 10 questions over here. And then watch the video, okay? And the same thing for class 3, okay? Before you come to class, read, okay? And class 4, read and answer the questions, watch another video, okay? And class 5, okay, same thing, right? So those are the things we need to do before every class, right? And every day at 9 o'clock, starting tomorrow, you will see a quiz, Okay, so for tomorrow, for example, you have quiz number 1. You will see it open tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Okay, when you see it open, click on the link to quiz number 1. Okay, and then you can do it for 30 minutes. At 30 minutes after you have done, you can submit it, but submit before 9:30. Okay, and at the end of every class at 9 p.m., you will see the lecture slides that are used for the day. So for example, today we have the lecture slides for class 1. Okay, it's here. Tomorrow at 9, you will see the lecture slides for class 2. So if you cannot take notes during the lecture, that's okay. You can always come back and see. If you are late, if you miss some part of the lecture, you can always come back and see what you missed from this. Okay. All right. Any question about classroom so far?
I think no, sir.
Okay, good. So the next thing that you need to do for today is to introduce yourself. Okay. So if you have been to classroom, you see that I have put up an introduction assignment over here. Right. So in this assignment, I want you to tell me something about yourself. I want to get to know you a little bit better before we do the things together in the course, right? So I will ask you to write a brief introduction. Tell me something about yourself, okay? And I give the prompt over here. Tell us about your name, your work, your hobbies and interests, and what expectations you have for the course, okay? If you are a teacher, tell me how long you have been teaching and who your students are. If you are not a teacher, tell me why you are studying this one and why are you interested in teaching, okay? And I give you an example about myself here, right? So you will write something like this about yourself and then submit, okay? On my end, you see the button view responses, but on your end, you will see a button to submit your response, okay? So click on submit. I see 4 people have turned in and we have 28. So meaning 24 people we need to tell me, okay? This. So this is your homework for today. After today, before class tomorrow, I want to see all of you giving me your introduction, okay? And the next thing that we are going to do is to put you into groups, okay? So before class today, you have seen that I put up, this document online. So again, in our class, we will do many things in groups, right? Actually, 60% of what you do in the class will be in groups. So we will need to have groups of 4 or 5 people. And from the list that I received from the center, we have 33 people. Do we have a monitor in the class? Do we have a monitor? Who is the monitor in this class?
Yeah, Miss Ying is monitor, but I also support her.
Okay. All right. So Miss Twing is not here today.
I see her.
You can see her. Okay. She's not answering. All right. So do you know how many people that are still taking classes in our class?
Today, I see that 30 people, but
30.
yes, but our class have 33 people.
Okay, 33. So 33 is the correct number. Okay. So if we have 33 people and we have 4 or 5 people group, we will have something like 7 or 8 groups. Okay. You can have 7
Yes.
groups. And then many groups, we have 5 people, and some group we have 4 people. Or you can have 8 groups, like most of the group, we have 4 people, and 1 or 2 group, we have 5 people. So how do you want to do the grouping? In my classes that I teach, I give them 2 choices, okay? Choice number 1, you decide what group you want to be in, okay? My only condition is your group have 4 or 5 people. No 3, no 6, no 7, no 2, okay? 4 or 5. Choice number 2, if you don't want to decide yourself, or if you cannot decide yourself, I will decide for you. So how do you want to do it?
We think we choose number one. Yeah.
You choose number one.
Yes.
So you decide.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you choose number one, if you want to decide yourself, I have opened the document, right? So everybody can write on the document. I will give you 10 minutes. Okay, I will give you 10 minutes and you will decide among yourselves and you tell me the names of the people in each group. Okay, each group can have 4 or 5 people. After 10 minutes, I will come back and I'll look at this and I want to see the names of everybody in the class in the list. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So 10 minutes discuss and then tell me the list. Okay. Give me the list of the groups in here. Here I put 7, but if you want 8, you can put group H in here. Okay. Let me put group H for you.
Yes.
And sorry. Okay. And you can decide among yourselves. Okay. All right. So I'll be off for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, when I come back, I want to see, okay, the list completed. All right. See you in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, sir. Lớp mình ơi, Thu nghĩ là bây giờ các bạn thầy đã mở cái đường link cho lớp mình vô đăng ký rồi á. Các bạn vô đánh tên của mình. Các bạn vô đánh tên của các bạn vô dùng Thu nha. Nhớ là dùng Thu là mỗi nhóm chỉ từ 4 đến 5 bạn thôi, không có nhóm nào được 3 nha. Nếu mà tất cả các nhóm là full 5 á, thì sẽ có 2 nhóm 4 ha. Như ơi, Như tên gì? Trần Hoàng Thảo Như, ok.
Dạ Trần Hoàng Thảo Như.
Nhóm mình cho Thu xin cái student ID luôn nha. Cái mã sinh viên của lớp, của nhóm mình á. Với lại cái Google account luôn. Đánh lên rất luôn. Chị Hồng Xuân ơi, bây giờ em thấy có nhóm group của bạn Phan Hoàng Thị Nhi Vũ Kim Loan là group đó đang nhập, thì chị có thể hỏi thêm các bạn là có mấy người rồi. Nếu mà các bạn đồng ý thì em nhập cho chị nha. À, nhóm của bạn Nhi có 4 người. Tại sao vẫn có một nhóm không có ta? Ngân Trần. Ok. Chị Xuân đánh giùm em mã số sinh viên với lại email thì em nhập vô nhóm Ngân cho chị. Ngân Trần là Trần Hạnh Ngân đúng không? Em đánh tên rồi ấy, chị cho em xin mã số sinh viên với email. Quên. Giờ. Oh, so sorry. Em quên đăng ký khác.
Okay. So it's been 10 minutes. Okay. Let's see how we are doing here. We have group A, and group A have 5 people. Okay. So that's good. Group B, 4. Group C, 5. Group D, 5. Group E, 5. Group F, 4. And group G, 4. Right. So it looks like we don't need group H, right? Because we have several of you have 5. All right. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 24, 28, 32. Okay. So we currently have 32 people. And on the list, we have 33. It means one person is still not here yet. Do you know who is the missing person here? Who is the person not having a group?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fighting.
You're fighting, okay? So, but it's okay if one person, if we're missing one person, that person can either join group B, group F, or group G, okay? And that's it. Okay, so we have, let me check again. Let's see if we have. Yes, we have 32, right? So there's one person missing. So if you find that person, ask him or her if they want to join group B or group F or group G, okay? Because these are the three options that we have. All right, very good. So thank you to everybody for quickly filling out the form over here. We have 32. Maybe we have 32, maybe we have 33, okay? Good. So now you have decided on your group. Remember your group name, okay, because it's going to stay with you until the end of the course, right? Until Sunday. So group A, we have 5 people over here. Group B, group C, group D, group E, group F, and group G, okay? The next thing is for you to decide what presentations we have. We have 7 groups, and we have 12 presentations, so it's going to be easy, right? My condition is that you do not give the same presentation on the same topic, okay? So if one group is, for example, I see group A here want to do total physical response. If group A is doing total physical response, the other groups don't do total physical response, okay? You have to use something else in the list over here. So you will do this by answering a form, okay? So go back to classroom. When you look at the details for class 2 tomorrow, at 9 o'clock today, you will see this form open. Okay, I have a topic over here, and it will open at at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock today, this will open, and this is a form for you to tell me what topic you want to do. Okay, for the presentation, right? So when you open the form today at 7, at 10. Okay, my mind is not working well. At 10 o'clock, when you open the form, you will tell me 4 different choices for your presentation, okay? So what I suggest that you do is that you take some time to read the book, okay? And find 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 topics that you find interesting and you want to do, right? So choice number 1, you will tell me what is your most preferred choice, right? So for example, you have read the chapters and you want to do the silent way, you think it's the best one, you can give me the silent way, okay? And then you will also need to give me another one. If the silent way is not available, another group have selected it, you will tell me choice number 2, okay? So if choice number 1, the silent way is not possible, maybe you can do presentation, practice, production, okay? Choice number 3, right? So each group will give me a minimum of 2 choices, right? If you have more preferences, you can give me 3, you can give me 4, okay? So this is what we are going to do. I will select the topic on a first come, first serve basis. So if you're the first one to nominate, like the silent way, you get the silent way. If you're the first one to tell me total physical response, you get the total physical response. Now, if choice number 1 is not available, because, if, for example, if you're group A, you want to do total physical response, but another group have selected before you, I will go down to choice number 2. Okay, so if nobody have selected choice number 2, I will take choice number 2 from you. If choice number 2 is also not available, I will choose choice number 3. Okay, if choice number 3 is still not available, I will choose choice number 4. Okay, if choice number 4 is also not available, you are very late, okay, and all the topics that you want to do, the other groups have selected, I will select one topic for you, okay? Or I can ask you among the leftover topics, what do you want to do, okay? And I can select it for you. But basically, you have 4 choices, okay? So make sure that you tell me your choices as soon as possible. At 10 o'clock, the form will open. So before 10 o'clock, you do some reading, okay? Look through the chapters, choose 1, 2, 3, or 4 topics that you find most interesting, and then tell me. Is it clear? Yes or no? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so This form will open at 10 o'clock. Make sure that you tell me from 10 o'clock tonight until 7 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, I will look at the form before 7 p.m. tomorrow, and I tell you the results. Okay, and then you can start preparing for the topic. All right, so that's the thing that we do. I can see that, oh, probably maybe we don't need the form because you have decided over here, but make sure that I will look at the form first, right? So make sure that you use the form to tell me. All right, so that's.
Sorry, sir. I can see your form to choose the topic.
It's not open yet. It will open at 10. It's
Yes,
not open now.
Okay, I got
Okay,
it.
so come back at 10. You see it. All right. Any other questions? Yes, Chloe.
Yeah, so may I ask, like, whether all students in the same group, they're gonna get the same score, or maybe there can be different score for different people in the same group?
The score will be proportion according to how much you contribute to the presentation and demonstration. So at the end of the class on Saturday and Sunday, you will see a form, another form. Okay, I will ask you how much each person in the group contribute to the work. Okay, so if somebody did more and somebody did less, I will give more credit for the people who do more and less credit for the people who do less.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Teacher,
All right. Yes.
I make it clear. So each group will have at least 2 choices and submit for you from at 10 p.m. from now to 7 a.m. tomorrow. So
Yes.
at least one group will submit 2 choices. So even
Yes.
we already put it on the Google already, but we also continue submit another.
Yeah, you will tell me. I will take preference because if somebody put in here A and another group want to do total physical response, they cannot put in here, right? So I will use the form as the reference point. So if group A, if you really want to do total physical response, you should tell me at 10 o'clock today, okay? And then the same for the other groups. Is it clear?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Any other questions? All right, so if you have no more questions, I think we have covered pretty much everything for today. Remember, tell me something about yourself by answering the introduction, okay? Use the assignment post over here to tell me about yourself. We have decided on a group, so that's good. At 10 o'clock, you will tell me your topic of selection, okay, of your presentation and demonstration. And you can prepare for class 2 by read chapters 5 and 6, answer the questions, and watch the video before we come to class tomorrow at 7. Okay? All right. Any other questions before we end?
I think no, sir.
Okay. If you have no questions, thank you very much for coming today. I'm sorry about the problem with Zoom, but I think Google Meet works well. So if Zoom doesn't work tomorrow, we can just start using Google Meet for every meeting. Okay? All right, if you have no more questions, thank you very much. And we can stop here today. And I'll see you tomorrow at 7. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, sir. Good night.
Bye, sir.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Nghe nè.
Em nghe nè, sao vậy anh?
Phải 10 giờ phải thức dậy canh chọn chủ đề nữa hả?
Rồi, giờ mới vô cái nó đánh trước rồi. Nội nó chọn không kịp luôn.
Ủa vậy 10 giờ lại vậy làm gì nữa?
Ý là nó chọn trước rồi, bây giờ thầy cho chọn lại mà, chọn vô trong quiz mà.
Như vậy là
Đang
đúng
nhóm
10
phụ huynh nó
giờ
chọn cái của mình á.
thầy tạo quiz á. Hồi nãy trong nhóm anh nói em nói anh hiểu rồi, như vậy là thầy tạo quiz. Tới 10 giờ thầy mở ra.
Đúng rồi. Nhiều khi á, ở thằng Tiến nó nói với mấy đứa đó là nó chọn cái đó cho nên nó biết mình chọn cái đó. Thành ra là nó chọn.
Rồi giờ thầy buộc 10 giờ mọi người là phải vô tự ai nhanh hơn thì chọn chủ đề ai đánh nhanh thì chọn chủ đề đó đúng không?
Chọn sớm thì được.
Ý là ai đánh nhanh thì coi như chọn ai vô trước thì thầy
Đúng
chọn
rồi.
vô nhóm đó đó.
Ai chọn được đầu tiên đúng giờ đã chọn đầu tiên thì được.
Vậy là nhóm mình là sẽ là một người mấy người chọn bất kỳ ai cũng
Luôn
được.
chọn ai đó. Dạ đúng rồi. Chọn được vô người nào thì hai người đó.
À,
Cứ đúng trong cái nhóm đó là được rồi.
vậy là bây giờ cái quiz đó là chừng mà lát nữa mình coi ở đâu có cái quiz đó trên cái lát room của thầy hả? Trên cái Zoom của
Đúng
thầy.
rồi anh. Đúng.
Vậy là để cái Zoom này nằm trơ chút mà 10 giờ mở ra. Cái buổi đầu tiên lát nữa sẽ có cái quiz hiện lên đúng không? Lát một.
Anh vô anh làm cái đi. Vô làm cái bài tập introduction đi. Cái đó bài tập về nhà đó.
À, giờ làm bài tập introduction đúng không?
Đúng rồi.
Ủa ngày mai theo cái mà thầy nói hồi nãy là ngày mai sẽ có bài kiểm tra.
Đúng rồi. Từ ngày mai ngày mốt ngày kia tới thứ sáu luôn.
Thì đó, ngày nào cũng có bài kiểm tra mà kiểm tra theo kiểu là trắc nghiệm,
40% đó.
trắc nghiệm theo
Em
kiểu là
không nghĩ trắc nghiệm đâu.
mình làm theo kiểu giống như cái gì mà hồi đó mình cho học sinh làm trên
Nghĩ là phải đánh á.
làm không kịp giờ coi như tự nó đóng lại đúng không?
Rồi. Ủa nãy giờ anh không nghe hả? Anh nãy giờ không nghe hả?
Nghe nhưng mà tại anh nói với em lần nữa. Ờ, vậy là lúc chút nữa mà mình phải vô đây mình mở cái quiz lên, đánh tên chủ đề mình chọn vô. Anh nghĩ là thay vì mình đánh mình copy mình dán vô là nhanh nhất đó ta.
Đâu? Thầy cho cái quiz thì mình chọn vô mà đánh gì?
Ok,
Bấm vô thôi.
ok, đúng, hiểu, đánh dấu tích vô, đánh dấu tích xong gửi đúng không?
Đúng rồi.
Rồi vậy giờ làm bài tập này, để nghỉ ngơi chút rồi làm. Thiệt mới nhắn tin với anh.
Dạ. Chị Hiệp đang hỏi em đang định gọi cho chị Hiệp thì anh bảo gọi cho anh.
Vậy thôi em nói chuyện, Hiệp tính nói chuyện với em hả?
Dạ đúng rồi, chị đang hỏi em là ấy cái gì vậy?
Vậy thôi em nói chuyện với Hiệp đi em rồi vậy anh đóng ha, anh tắt à.
Dạ bye bye.
Ok bye bye. Rồi.
Dạ.
Cái gì con? Chưa? Cha còn làm bài tập. Chứ mẹ đâu? Đợi chút đi. chưa đọc xong rồi, học xong rồi, nhưng mà cho quên đóng cái